So let me guess, you've come to the skate park a couple of times now and you're dropping in, you're actually riding the ramps comfortably, but there's one thing that still scares you: coping. Coping on quarter pipes can be one of the most fun things once you figure out how to ride it, but it can be a little intimidating. Here's a couple of ways to approach coping to be able to ride it more comfortably. If possible, you want to start on a smaller ramp. Nothing bigger than like a 3 to 4 foot quarter pipe with a nice metal coping on the top. Pool coping like this can make life a lot harder for grinding. It's definitely a lot of fun once you figure it out, but it sticks out so much and it doesn't always slide the best. So we're gonna start off with some metal coping. And to get started, we're just gonna hit some airs. Try and go up and down the quarter pipes, just catching a little bit of air just above coping. Once you actually figure out how to go up the ramp and push through the coping a little bit, I want you to try to put your back wheel over and land the deck on it. Right up, turn around, push your back wheel all the way over, so that way you're landing your deck on the coping as you're coming down. Just do a regular air, come up, and then on the way down, hit that coping. And that's gonna make life a lot easier to be able to do a lip stall. It's also known as a disaster, so let's get it. If you wanna get comfortable with this stall, start off by doing a 180 like that and coming all the way up, landing that back wheel on top, and then dropping in just like you would normally do. Once you figure that part out, try not to let the back wheel touch the ground. If you can find yourself balancing between your front wheel and your back wheel, that is a proper disaster stall or a lip stall. So let's try again. All the way up, air, land on it. Really try to just do an air like that. Do an air, stick your wheel out, stall, and drop back in. It's gonna be a lot harder if you try and stall on the way up. If you're jumping up to the coping and then trying to stall, you're gonna move because your momentum's still taking you backwards. So try and air and land on top. If the quarter pipe is a little too intimidating, then take it over to a bank like this. It still has a lip on the top, so you're able to come up and do the exact same thing I just talked about, except you're not actually gonna be going into a steep transition. You're gonna be practicing it on the bank. If you can figure it out on the bank, you can definitely figure it out on the quarter pipe. If you can, practice it both front side and back side. That way you have equal strengths on both sides and it doesn't matter which way you're going. Learning how to disaster stall is huge because once you can do that, you can do it on just about any size ramp. Figuring it out really clicks in your brain and you're able to take it from one level to the next. Okay, so you've just mastered the disaster stall. Now, we're gonna try and do a little slide with it. Learning how to grind across the coping is one of the most fun things at the skate park because just about every skate park has coping. Once you learn how to grind across the coping, a whole world can open up for what tricks you have at your fingertips. Learning this trick can be a little difficult, so if you know how to board slide, that's gonna make life a little bit easier learning how to do it on the coping. Now you have to start actually trying to angle yourself when coming at the quarter pipe. If you can come at the quarter pipe with a little bit more momentum, sideways instead of straight at it, once you do the disaster, you're gonna start sliding. This is where it gets tricky though. If you start leaning too much while doing the board slide, there's a chance you're gonna loop out. Be careful. When you're doing this trick, make sure you're leaning forward at the ramp. It's gonna feel like you wanna lean backwards, but that's just a trick of the mind. Lean into the grind. If you're going front side, lean into your toes. If you're doing it backside, lean into your heels. Sometimes you'll get stuck on a grind, and that's where wax comes in handy. Make sure that if you're gonna wax something, wax your deck. Don't wax the coping. Your local skaters will get angry at you. Now before you actually start going for some Tony Hawk Underground style grinds, start small. Land on top of the coping and push your way across to try and understand the sensation of grinding. Do it both front side and back side as many times as you might need to understand what's going on. Once you get the hang of it, try taking your foot away. Start small and really just focus on staying in control. And once you get the hang of that, start really leaning into the grind and figure out how long you can go. Just remember, this is not an easy trick. So if you don't get it right away, just try again. Keep working hard. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what other skills you would like to learn, and I might be able to make that for you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.